Hi, New Life Church. Welcome to our TRAC Devo for the week. Well, I don't know about you, but I get pretty excited when I stick my hands in a pair of jeans in the pocket there or in my jacket pocket and I pull out a $5 or a $10 bill. I am so excited. I feel like I have found a treasure, maybe one that I forgot that I put in there or I didn't even realize that it was in there, but I get so excited when I find it. Or when I pull out of my Bible or a bag that I have a note that someone wrote to me. And while it had been maybe written months and months or even years ago, the message, as special as it was on the day that I received it, is still as special months and years later, that when I read it, I'm like, oh, that was so sweet, or oh, that was such a great message for me. Well, I kind of felt that way as I was reading the book of Isaiah this past week. As I was going through these chapters, I was like, oh, God, this is so good. Thank you for these treasures. Thank you for these nuggets of truth that I can apply to my life. While written hundreds and hundreds of years ago, they are still applicable for me today and for you today. And in the midst of Isaiah writing about judgment and restoration and all these other topics and nations that he talks about, in there are truths that God has for us today. And for just a few moments, I want to share with you some of those nuggets, some of those treasures that I took away from our reading this past week. And the first one is found in chapter 45, where God says, I am the Lord. There is no other God, period. He states right who he is. I am the Lord. There is no other God. Down the next verse, I am the Lord and there is no other. And this is stated again in other verses and in other chapters, that God is saying, I am the Lord, I am God. You see, there were idols that they had been worshiping. There were idols that they had seen. And God is saying, look, those idols do nothing for you. They're absolutely worthless. God's saying, I am the Lord, I am God. I'm the one who laid the foundations of the earth. I'm the one who created light and darkness. I'm the one who sends good times and bad times. I'm the one who created everything. I'm the one who spread the sky like a canopy. I am the Lord. I am God, period. Folks, we serve the one true God, and we can be excited about that. I am so excited that I serve a God who is alive and well and all powerful. So he reminds us of that in these verses. Another nugget of truth that hit me was where he talks about the clay. In the same chapter, he talks about how the clay and the maker, and he says, does the clay pot argue with the maker? Does the clay pot start saying, stop what you're doing? How clumsy can you be? And I thought, how many times do I do that? How many times do I say, God, do you know what you're doing? God, do you understand what's going on in my life? What is happening? This process doesn't make sense. This journey doesn't make sense to me. And here I am, I'm arguing with my maker, the one who knows all things, the one who's already got a plan and purpose for my life. And it made me realize once again, and it put me in my place. Hey, Julie, you need to trust the process. You need to trust the process that God has you in. You may not understand it. You may not get it, but it's not my place to argue with God. And it's not my place to question God. It is my place to trust him, knowing that he is my maker, knowing that he is for me, knowing that he has good intentions for my life. So once again, I was reminded, trust God. Trust the maker. I don't need to spend my time questioning him. I need to spend my time trusting him. Another one of those aha moments this past week was in chapter 46. I will be your God throughout your lifetime. But wait, I just need to back it up just a little bit. Let's go to the verse right before that. Verse 3. I have cared for you since you were born. Yes, I carried you before you were born. I will be your God throughout your lifetime until your hair is white with age. I made you, and I will care for you. I will carry you along and save you. How exciting is that? That God is our God throughout our entire lifetime. From the moment we were born, let's back it up. From the moment, even when we were being carried in the womb, before we were born, God is saying, I am your God. You can trust me from the moment that you were conceived to your last day. I am the God of your lifetime. I made you. I will carry you. I will care for you. I will save you. What a reassuring promise that is for each one of us, that God is our God. every single day of our lives. And then I flip over to the next chapter, or actually 2 chapters later, to chapter 49, to verse 15. Can a mother forget her nursing child? Can she feel no love for the child she has born? Even if it were possible, I will not forget you. See, I have written your name on the palms of my hands. Folks, not only is God a God, not only does he promise to be a God of our lifetime, but then he brings it more intimately and he says, you know what, even if everybody else forgets you, even if a mother forgets her nursing child, I'm not going to forget you. And so many times I feel forgotten by people around me. People don't remember my name. They don't remember where I live. They don't remember what I do. They don't remember my birthday. And yet God says here, I will not forget you. How special we are, that of all the names in the world, and there are many people, many names, God says to each one of us, I know you. I don't just know you because I see you down here on planet Earth. I know you because I know your name. I created you. You can trust me. So folks, those are just some nuggets that I picked up this past week, and I hope that you picked up some of these or even more as we've been going through these chapters in Isaiah, that God has truths, while written hundreds of years ago, that there are truths and nuggets and treasures in his word that are for us today. Well, New Life Church, I pray that you know that we love you, that we care about you, that we are here for you. Have a great week as we continue through the book of Isaiah. God bless.